In this video, we're going to check out the most common mistakes people make when sculpting in Blender. My name is Masha and I'm a 3D artist. I'm also part of the CGBoost team, and a big portion of my job consists in supporting our students when they have any kind of issues. While doing my job, something I have noticed is that these issues most of times are the same. So why not doing a video where I list them all and provide the solutions? Well, introduction being done, let's go. Number one is definitely leaving auto masking enabled. At some point it looks like the brush starts behaving strangely. In some spots it works, in other it doesn't, or it might not be working at all. When this happens, one of the most common causes could be the auto masking tool. So after checking out you don't have the wrong mesh selected, yeah, believe me or not, but that's something quite common. Check if you might have enabled auto masking by mistake or simply forgot to disable it at some point. If this is the case, then simply disable these options and get back to sculpting. Number two, having the mask enabled but overlays off so you can't see it. At some point you can't sculpt on some areas or on the whole mesh. You check out the auto masking and it's disabled. If so, then check if the overlays are enabled, and then specifically the sculpting overlays. You might find out that a portion of your mesh is masked out and that's why you can't sculpt over it. But you couldn't see it because the overlays were disabled from the viewport. If this was the problem, you can simply clear the mask and get back to work. Number three is an empty texture image slot added to the brush. It might sound a bit odd, but it's actually quite common and not so easy to spot. Just because texture slot is like the latest place can come to one's mind when checking for what's wrong. Here the scenario is also exactly the same as for the previous cases, so basically at some point your brush is not working anymore. It might be that you have an empty image slot inside the texture section, and it basically acts like a mask on your mesh. It might have happened that you were experimenting with the tools and clicked on the plus button and then forgot to remove it. You can check it in this section or over here. Of course, the solution is simply removing the texture here or here. Scale off. That's a classic. What happens here is that your brush basically gives you squashed strokes that might look too long or maybe stretched to the side. The brush itself also might look a bit squashed. The first impression could be that the brush is the problem, but it actually might be that you forgot to apply the scale of your object before starting to sculpt. You can easily spot that by checking the object scale values here. To fix this one, simply go to Object Mode, hit Ctrl A and apply Scale. Once done, everything should be back to normal and you should be able to get back to work. Sponsor time! If you're into sculpting right now and you want to learn how to create cool characters like this one, the Master Characters in Blender course by CGBoost might be the right choice for you. In this course you will learn all the steps you need to create your own characters, starting from sculpting to texturing. You can get a nice 10% discount on it by using the special code you can find together with the link in the description below. And this, of course, will also support my channel. That being said, let's get back to the video. Mirroring is one of the most useful features in sculpting, but it might happen easily that something goes wrong and the mirroring stops working properly. It might just slightly be moved to the side or it might be completely off, and the number one reason this happens is the origin of your mesh. To check that, enable the overlays of your mesh and check the origin's position. If it's not exactly in the center, you can easily adjust it by going to Object menu, set origin to the center of mass. And once done, the mirroring should get back to work nicely. Mirror off because you forgot to turn it on at some point. The number two reason the mirroring could not be working is that at some point you forgot to enable it, or maybe disabled it for mistake, then turned it on again, and now one of the sides of your mesh is too different from the other. To solve this issue without losing your progress, you can use the Symmetrize option. If you're using Multires, make sure Sculpt base mesh option is enabled and merge by distance value is increased a bit to avoid multi-res glitches. Go to the symmetry menu, select the axis direction and press symmetrize. Don't forget to disable the sculpt base mesh option once done. And if multi-res glitches happened despite the increased merge by distance value, don't worry. I'll give you the solution in my last tip. Multi-resolution modifier glitching. One of the most common things happening when using the multi-res technique for sculpting are these weird glitches appearing here and there. They can happen for various reasons, starting from overlapping geometry to wrongly applied modifiers. So before solving it, I would recommend checking out in edit mode if there are any double vertices. You can easily spot them by selecting a vertex of the problematic area and moving it around. If that's the case, select everything with A, go to Mesh menu, Clean Up, Merge by Distance. Once done, you can clean up the remaining glitches in sculpt mode by using the Multires eraser tool in combination with the smooth brush. If you got till this point of the video, leave me a lizard's rock emoji in the comment section. This, by the way, is the final render of the project I used as example. I hope my tips have helped you to solve your sculpting problems. If so, hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video. Goodbye.